thank you, Congressman Peters, for taking part in this event here before the Earth Day event, this expo this weekend. But tell me a little bit about your personal experience with green initiatives. And it's a very popular trend, I know, and it's probably no exception in your home.
Well, it actually started a long time ago for me. I've been involved in various levels of political service for a while, and back when I served on the Rochester Hills City Council in 91, 92, I was chairman of the Solid Waste Committee, which is kind of an interesting committee to be a part of, and not necessarily a popular committee, but I thought it was very important because I wanted to move for recycling, and we were able to push forward the first Recycling Act for the city of Rochester Hills back in the early 1990s. So it's something that I've always cared very deeply about. When I went on to the state senate, I fought for Great Lakes issues and protecting this incredible resource that we have, the real jewel that we have for the state of Michigan, which is our Great Lakes. And as a result of that work, I was an Environmentalist of the Year from the Michigan Sierra Club. And so I care deeply about the environment, but I'm also a businessman. And that's what I like about the expo, is that I'm a businessman. I've got an MBA in finance, and I want to do what's good for business. But being good for the environment and doing what's good for the environment is good business. And I'm so excited that so many people are now realizing that we can be good for the planet, be good about using renewable energy. In fact, we have to. It's an imperative to do that. And we can be good to the planet, good for our local communities, and grow our communities.
You mentioned that in your speech here this evening, that there's a very rare combination of efforts that are all positive. Is there anything missing from that recipe that's needed from a legislative standpoint that might really make it a home run?
Well, I think it's there already. We just have to have the political will to move it forward. And sometimes there's some short-term cost up front. The people hear about some of those negatives up front, but you've got to take a long-term view. And I think that's some of the problems with government in the past, is that we just look at, what's the cost of this next month or next year, as opposed to, by doing this, where are we going to be 5, 10, and 15 years down the road? So that's where we've got to get to. And that's going to take some political will to do it. There's a new Congress in Washington. We got a new president who's committed to this. I'm committed to it. It's been throughout my public service career. So I think this is the time. Now we have an opportunity, a window to do that. And I think the American public is ready, and I think the people of Michigan are certainly ready, particularly now with the economic times that we're having now. We know we got to do things differently, and doing things that are good for the environment and good for the economy that go hand in hand could be an engine of economic growth for our communities. And so I think it's there. All the pieces are there. We just now need to make sure the political leadership to get it there happens over the next few months.
Great. Well, we thank you for your effort, and thank you for coming here this evening.
My pleasure.
It's been a great vote of support.
Great to be here.